Yo, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet VGC video. I'm your host, Jose Rocks. Today we have another episode of Journey Through VGC. The current format we in is Regulation D. Y'all ready? Let's get into it. Alright, so we have Urshifu, Grimmsnarl, Hisuian Arcanine, Amoonguss, sorry about that, Iron Hands, and Golden Boy Gholdengo. Okay. So I kind of just want to like, Amoonguss is there. Amoonguss usually switches on the Grimmsnarl slot. I mean on the Gholdengo slot. I kind of want to leave this. Leave this in the back. I kind of like this. I don't really want to play towards hard Trick Room in this game. Amoonguss is kind of annoying under Trick Room, right? If it's not taunted. And my Gothitelle just like really shuts down Amoonguss, and I really like that it does that. Why's my music muted? Did I accidentally click off of it? Looks like we got a quiet game. So we can hear the waves here. So my opponent can't switch, right? So I kind of want to fake out here. Go Tera, go for Surging Strikes. And just start dealing damage to his Iron Hands. It could Tera in the grass, which I guess could be kind of annoying. Alright, so we get the fake out, he goes for reflect, and we get this attack off. Alright, so another one of those are definitely KO. And Grimmsnarl's not doing much here, right? So what we can do is taunt it, so it can't like go for Thunder Wave. And just go for another Surging Strikes. Amoonguss should come out here. And this is the power of Gothitelle. Like, he's locked in. Like, I literally just taking his Iron Hands for free. He can't do anything. Now, Grimmsnarl can click Spirit Break, which is decent chip. And I actually can't hit Amoonguss till I till I taunt it. Well, I don't want to hit it until I taunt it because it's most likely Rocky Helmet. So what I'm going to do is switch out. Amoonguss is definitely coming in here unless he didn't bring it. So I'm going to switch out into Iron Hands. And just taunt Amoonguss. If he doesn't bring out Amoonguss here, though, I'm just going to keep Surging Strikes. It sounds so weird without any music. I'm so used to the music playing. I need to fix that. Oh, he brought out Arcanine. Okay. All right, so that's probably Grass Terra. I kind of want to Psychic it and Surgeon Strikes it. We're still gonna do decent damage here. Most likely it's Grass Terra, right? Or maybe Fairy. Oh, it's normal. Are you going for Bandit E-Speed? He's not even going for E-Speed. Okay. So if I would have Helping Hand, that would have potentially KO'd, right? Without him doing any damage. Yeah. But we take it down this turn. We doubled into that slot with Psychic. Oh, it's Berry. Yeah, if I would have clicked Helping Hand, I would have took it down. I wonder if he has Wild Charge. Oh, it's just how. Oh, that didn't even KO. Okay. All right. So that did it. I do want to switch out here because he's definitely going for E-Speed into my Urshifu. I haven't seen How Hisuian Arcanine. How regular Arcanine was something that was rising in usage, kind of towards the end of Regulation C, or maybe towards the middle. And it was really good next to the Swords Dance. Kowtow Cleave, Sucker Punch, Dark Terror, King Gambit, right? And it just helps King Gambit get a lot of boosts really fast. Alright, so we may be eating up a Spirit Break onto Flutter Mane. But I think it's fine, because I'm still going to just kick Gleam and then just bring Urshifu in to clean up the game. But he targets Gothitelle. Nice. Alright. So there's still it's actually a 4-hit KO because we have Citrus Berry. There's Amoonguss. I'm not sure why he just didn't bring it out the first time. We're definitely taunting you. And then let's just start trying to get rid of Grimmsnarl. He may just forfeit, but I'm very surprised he didn't bring out Amoonguss first. He brought the right Pokemon. Amoonguss is kind of like decent into my team, but we can't shut it down with Gothitelle. The only thing is that it's awkward because I'm Choice Scarf, so I have to switch out so I don't just eat up the Rocky Helmet damage. I could choose to just ignore it and just go and eat the Rocky Helmet damage and then still taunt. It just depends on how much damage Grimmsnarl does to me. Alright, so Grimmsnarl's taunted. I mean, Amoonguss is going to be taunted here. Do a little bit more chip to Grim. Then we just KO Grim next turn with Urshifu. Then I'm going to switch Gothitelle out into Iron Hands. He may be doubling that slot with a Pollen Puff. So my opponent's just extending this game, right? I need to go after that Amoonguss. He could have protected it there. He's really dragging his game out, though. I think it's over, but... What? Alright, so Grimmsnarl's doing more damage than I expected. Alright, so here's Urshifu. I do want to Surge and Strikes Grimmsnarl. Switch in Iron Hands. That way I can switch out Urshifu and get my Ice Spinner back for the Flutter Mane. And then I can Ice Spinner into Amoonguss. So since he didn't KO Flutter Mane, this play covers for that. And I need to reset the special attack drop on Flutter Mane. It's actually funny because most of his offense, I kind of got rid of. Like the Arcanine and the Iron Hands didn't do anything. This Amoonguss and Grimmsnarl are doing more damage to my team. And just because I don't really have like ways to remove them fast, but now I'm kind of picking up the pace here. Is he still target? Okay, went after the Flutter Mane. So that's what we wanted. Alright, Flex gone. Alright, he just cancels. We had that match one, so what I was going to do is fake out Amoonguss, KO Grimmsnarl. He probably gets a Reflect up and then switch back out into Flutter Mane so my Urshifu can come back in with Ice Spinner. And then Shadow Ball, Heavy Slam, plus Ice Spinner until Amoonguss is gone. So he drawed out that game, but he didn't really have a lot of offense to KO me fast. So that was the problem with that lead. Alright, so we have Flutter Mane, Heatran, Urshifu, Iron Hands, Rillaboom, and Cresselia. So the Iron Hands, Rillaboom, Cresselia core is really bulky. I'm not really worried about the top three that much. But I am worried about... Rillaboom is really the one that bothers me the most here. Can't really deal with it like I want to easily. I need to get Trick Room up. I think my Urshifu to put on pressure early is good. I think Urshifu Iron Hands is good. I think Gothitelle's a bit too passive here. Ursaluna Crest. Yeah, I think I want to leave my Flutter Mane here too. My opponent's team is really bulky at the bottom. Alright, so Urshifu Rillaboom versus my Urshifu Iron Hands. I really want to remove his Urshifu if I can. Alright, there's a Tera. I gotta fake out Rillaboom because I don't want to just go hit KO me. Yeah, so that's what I want for that. I don't think he was faking out that turn. This might be into my Rillaboom, right? I mean, not my Rillaboom, my Iron Hands. We take that pretty well, though. It is a 2-hit KO, though. So I do believe he switches out Urshifu in the Flutter Mane here. If he has it, or Cresselia. So I want a close combat. Rillaboom. Heavy Slam Urshifu. Yeah. So that's Flutter Mane coming in here. This is a great call by me. It is Cresselia though. That would have been beautiful if I could have KO'd Rillaboom right there. It may KO itself. Oh, perfect. Should I save my Tera to KO the Cresselia? Oh, it's Flutter Mane. Okay. The girls don't have Heavy Slam. I think I want to just hit my Iron Hands up, Tera, Heavy Slam. He does have, he may have access to Ally Switch, so you could go for that. I think I'm in a decent spot though. His Urshifu does scare me, but I think I can KO it with Lunala. I mean, not Lunala, Cresselia. Alright, so we survive. Special attack drop is fine. Oh, it's a double up. Can we survive this? Nice. Nice. Heal back a little bit. Now we just need to get remove Urshifu, and his Cresselia shouldn't be able to beat my Ursaluna, right? I think I want to ally switch here. And Thunder Punch Urshifu. Oh, is that into my... Oh, okay. I was just about to say, man. Whew. But this should win us the game here. I'm not sure what Cresselia is going for. Oh, but we may still one hit KO, right? Nice. And Cresselia can't beat all three of us. So the ally switch is a little cheesy there. But I do feel like, because if I would have went for Trick Room and he's not like choice locked, then he could have just protected, reset Trick Room, which I can counter that by setting Trick Room again myself and have Ursaluna KO it. But I felt like it was the appropriate time to go for that play. So we'll go for Thunder Punch, get a chance for a para, and this Lunar Blessing just keep healing up. Yeah, Cresselia can't beat us from that point. I never revealed my last one though, so. Oh, so he has Farigarath for the Imprisoned Trick Room. The Alecki and the Rillaboom make me nervous. Kind of like the Iron Hands here. Iron Hands Golf. Cresselia. The Iron Hands Golf is to flex Trick Room. I think I want a hard switch right into Ursaluna. Alright, so Rillaboom Urshifu. So he can fake me out, right? Wait, actually, he can't switch out. So this may be just like a fake out trade. Oh, that's a good play. Free damage with Rillaboom, right? That's such a good play, man. I think I can still sweep Ursaluna. So I kind of got to let him take one. Actually. We know it's Water Tera. I don't know if my Crest can take all 3 of these hits. He actually didn't lead in a way to stop me from leading Fake Out Trick Room. But I'm gonna get Trick Room up here at least. So, what's the play here? Lunar Blessing, heal back up. He shouldn't really protect Urshifu here. If he does, I can somewhat get momentum. That's a lot of damage. Hit the test for Rick. Wow. Alright, so we have Frigoraph. What's that? Excalibur, Flutter Mane, Urshifu, Heatran, and Tornadus. I kind of like Iron Hands Flutter Mane here. He knows that I want to get up Trick Room, right? But I do want to bring Ursaluna. And then my Urshifu in the back to just, help me cut down some of his team. Because he may not even bring Tornadus. So there's no Frigoraph on lead. There's Urshifu. Oh, that's a good attack. So I could have just went for Heavy Slam here. This trick. My opponents are playing very strange lately, man. Like, you just lose if I go for certain plays. Okay. So he just won a speed tie there. Unless he was booster energy, was he? Yeah, he just won a speed tie. Wow. Wow, so if you just lose that speed tie, then he's in a really bad spot. I just get a double KO. It looks like this is a double KO too, unless I don't KO Urshifu. If he goes to close combat, then I'm in a decent spot. Alright. So he drops his defenses. So it is a 2v3. I am scarfed. So if it's not Tornadus in the back, then my Urshifu's in a decent spot. I'm shocked just like turn 1, I could have just went for Heavy Slam, right? And we just lost. And then in turn 2, if I win the speed tie, like, he's just in really bad shape. It is Tornadus though. So Excalibur's got a Tera here, right? I kind of want to just remove Tornadus if I can. And then just win with my Ghost Tera. Alright, he's poison. But we didn't go for any fighting moves here, so if he gets greedy and doesn't tailwind here, he's also in a bad spot. But that's a good tailwind. Some Urshifu may go down here, but I'm hoping to take out his Tornadus. Excalibur gets one hit KO by my Headlong Rush. Nice. So it's a 2v1. He has Tailwind, but mines were going to be slower anyway. He has to protect here, right? Just so he doesn't take more damage from Headlong Rush. But in also protecting, you let me activate my Flame Orb. So we always want a Ghost Tera here, just so he can't hit us super effective. Headlong Rush. And that should be the game. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, this game is kind of volatile. Like, I guess I could have predicted the Imprison on his Flutter Mane, but it was Focus Sash, so it was going to survive. But had I just like clicked Gleam plus Heavy Slam, he would have been in a really bad spot. Oh, he read to protect. He must not even know that Gleam Rush, he's still weak from last turn. So I just get the one hit KO. Yeah, see, that's how much Thunder Punch doing. That's because of the Gleam Rush. So this is a bit overkill, but we'll take it. Like, my opponent was very frail. So even without Trick Room, like him not one-shotting us, we just one-shot him back. We literally one-shotted all of his Pokemon pretty much. Whoa. What do we have here? The only thing I recognize as common on his team is Ursaluna and Cresselia. The Glacier might be the next most common, but I haven't really played against it other than like 1 or 2 times. But he has Sudowoodo, Scizor, and Spiritomb. Wow. I think my Urshifu's good here. I think Iron Hands is too. I really don't want to bring Flutter Mane. I'll bring my Ursaluna and Crest in the back. Yeah, I'll go with this. My opponent has a really interesting team here. Very interesting team. I'm interested to see what his strategy is. So it looks like Scizor plus Spiritomb. Alright, so he wants Trick Room up more than I do, right? So I'll go Thunder Punch in case he has like a random Water Tera. That should be enough to KO Spiritomb. So we get Surging Strikes off. Let's see. Are you Citrus Berry? Because if not, I think just double up should KO. It's not Rocky Helmet. He is buried. So he probably does get Trick Room up. I think Scizor U-turns out here. So Trick Room's up. It's not good. Did he go for a bug type attack into Urshifu? I kind of want to double switch. I'll get my Ursaluna set up first. I like my Urshifu for the end game if I can stall out Trick Room. But I am good under it. So that's not good. Oh, that was a really good play. Is he locked? I mean, he didn't even bullet punch. I think he might have been locked. So my opponent's team is it's pretty annoying. The citrus berry does help him a lot. This next turn I can ally switch though and probably pick up a KO. And then protect again and Lunar Blessing. I need to get Urshifu back in once Trick Room is over. Alright. That's good because he missed. Yeah, so that's a stab foul play. That would have probably KO'd my Ursaluna. And both of his Pokemon are slower than mine under Trick Room, so we need to get stall out Trick Room. This is the last turn. I'm gonna Lunar Blessing again and get some health back. I'm just gonna headlong rush the Spirit Tomb. I just want to be rid of it. Even if he KOs my Ursaluna next turn with Glacier, he still got to hit the crash too. Yeah, that's a good read. He literally doubled that slot. But we do get some more health back on Ursaluna, okay. And we are faster. I wonder if Cresselia's Moonblast KOs Glacier from that range. If it's Assault Vest, I don't think it does, because Glacier is just so bulky. Yeah, I don't think it kills from that range, but I do want to kill Spirit Tomb. And ally switch. If he kills Cress, I get Urshifu in. That's what I want. So the tomb's gone, crit didn't matter. So we know there's a bullet punch in the back. I can switch into Iron Hands. That's a good target. There's Scissor. Can it be his Ursaluna in the back? I think it is. I kind of want to just Drain Punch Glacier. He hasn't Terra'd yet. Yeah, I think he's definitely Choice Band. I kind of don't like losing my... Yeah, he's probably... Would he be Grass Terror on that? A Drain Punch into that slot would have been perfect, right? I think I can win if he's anything other than... But he's got a Terror. You say just Terror all the way for this, right? Would he be Grass? I think my Iron Hands can beat Scissor 1v1, but I gotta kill Ursaluna here. He's either Ghost or Grass, right? I think he might be Ghost. He also could be normal. He is normal. Drain Punch probably would have won me the game. I was so close to clicking it, man. And close combat. It's gonna be close. Iron Hands, can you do just that much damage for me? Oh. So he's just U-turn. So if I can KO here, then I definitely win the game, right? Ah! It's Facade. Wow. Well, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. I think it's fitting that my last game, with my Ursaluna team, I lose to Ursaluna. I think I could have went for the Drain Punch there and won the game. But I just didn't have a conviction. I guess just mine's being Ghost Tera just made me kind of condition me into thinking that theirs would be. But I actually haven't even seen another Ghost Tera Ursaluna. I've seen Grass and Normal, right? I've seen also Ground. But I haven't seen, so just, clicking Surging Strikes plus Drain Punch would have won me the game there. Because then Scissor is locked in the U-turn, and then all I have to do is just keep Drain Punching it, and then I pretty much win the game from there. But, yeah, I just had to think on it for a second. There's not much else I could have done there besides just Drain Punch to win that game. And it was so close. He literally survived with, like a smidget. But I do want to go ahead and, do like a little final review on this team. And then we're going to move on to our next one. Alright, so final review with this team. I did have a lot of fun with Ursaluna. I do like the idea that I have the Gothitelle Urshifu, and it's kind of different. I do think that this team does have like a weakness to Rillaboom plus Urshifu. I really don't like going up against that, and you don't really have a lot of things to like remove both of them easily. The Flutter Mane can remove Urshifu, but it's always tearing into water, right? And they don't really allow you to get Trick Room up. If you can get Trick Room up, you can only target one of them with Ursaluna, but then they're usually like with teammates that like help stop Trick Room, right? So I did find myself struggling, just with those two in general. Also, like, since I don't have anything to block priority, Sucker Punch plus E-Speed and Aqua Jet on those teams can be kind of annoying, but I didn't really struggle against them, but it did make the match just a little bit harder. Like the team, like I said, what I really lost to in my practice matches was, just the Urshifu Rillaboom. And then even in the games that I won, they weren't easy to win with those on the field, right? Because I played a couple practice matches before I actually made some videos with this team, and I kind of seen it there immediately that Rillaboom and Urshifu were kind of a threat. So that's why I was able to get some wins with them while I'm actually recording, because I had found creative ways to like play around it. The last game was very interesting. I do think we win that game if I just click Drain Punch, but I was so expecting like the Ghost Tera, and I just kind of read a little bit hard into it, and that is some of that I would consider some of my flaws as a player. Is that I tend to hard read a lot of players, and they don't usually make these plays that I'm expecting. And I be like reading a lot of like high tier plays, and it's because I watch like a lot of Cybertron, I watch a lot of Wolfie, I watch a lot of Thassa +1, I watch a lot of Joe UX9, I watch a lot of like very good decision making content creators, and I kind of like think as if I'm playing against them. Well, because I watch them so much, right? And like the plays that I would expect them to make, a lot of the players that I'm playing against don't make those high level plays, and they kind of just make standard plays. And the fact that they make standard plays usually punishes me, right? Because right, if I just go for the obvious play of just Surgeon Strikes, the Ursaluna because that's super effective, and then it's because he's ground, and then the Drain Punch because that's super effective, then I just win the game. That's the obvious, right? But of course, I predicted him going for a Tera that could, become immune to like fighting at least, because I thought it might be Ghost, but the whole time it was just normal Tera, right? And then he had the Facade that just one shot me. But that's just a little, a little rant for me in my play, and that's just something that I want to improve on as a player, is to like stop making so many hard reads and just play standard. But a lot of the times, like I do get high ladder and I do get a lot of wins because I do make these reads. But there's a lot of times where I really don't need to be making them, and I need to just decide whether like just go for like middle ground plays and not plays that instantly win me the game or lose me the game, and just like find like middle ground plays. So that is something that I can improve on as a player. But thanks for listening to me with the little rant that I just went on. If you like this video, go ahead and drop a like for me. We're dropping Pokemon content every single day, and leave a subscribe if you like this content. I'm continuing to grow as a YouTuber. I think I've gotten pretty good at team building and creating teams, and I'm continuing to get better. I did start in Sword and Shield, so Scarlet and Violet wasn't my first, stint, but I was not recording back then. So I would like if you guys would join me on this journey as we continue to grow and just have fun with it. So like I said, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, turn on some post notifications for me, and I will catch you all in the next one. All right, deuces.